Je m'appelle Augustin Kouagou. Je suis né ici dans Toubini, un village de Gwandé.
My name is Augustin Kouagou. I was born here in Tubieni, a village which is part of Gwandé.
Et contenant chacun 2 ou 3 mesures. Jésus leur dit, remplissez d'eau ces vases.
Augustine's family was Catholic, so they sent him to Catholic schools until about the 9th grade. During his childhood, however, his health was always a concern.
Mes parents se sont mis à chercher.
At the end of each year, I would get sick. So my parents began visiting fetishers to find out why I kept getting ill. One day they went to see one of those charlatans who asked my mother if she had gone to the fetish demon to ask for a baby boy. She responded, yes, she had gone to the fetish to ask for a son. So he said that was why I was getting sick all the time. He told me to go get a sheep and take it to the fetisher to give as a gift for a sacrificial ceremony. So I got the sheep and offered it to the fetish. But at the end of the year, I got sick again, just like before.
J'ai continué les cours. Et à la fin d'année encore, je suis tombé malade.
This time he spent nearly a year in the hospital. He was diagnosed with hepatitis. Eventually, Augustine got well, so he traveled south to become an apprentice mechanic. There, repairing vehicles under the guidance of a teacher, he learned the tools of the trade. 3 years later, Augustine traveled home, where sickness struck once again. He found himself getting an emergency surgery for appendicitis. Why was he always ill? Augustine wondered. He began to look for spiritual answers. And about this time, he visited the pastor of the Lutheran Church.
He said they would pray for me and help me find good health.
Toujours malade. Chaque fois quand une semaine après une semaine, j'étais malade.
One day they told me that I have an evil spirit that would come and spend the night with me. I got scared. I spent a little time with them, but I soon saw that this was not going to work out at all. I didn't feel well, and I wasn't getting healed. I was still living in darkness. So I came back to the house, and that's where I've been ever since. I noticed the evangelists, Fidel and his wife Susie, coming to our village several times to conduct worship.
It was at this point that Andre spoke to him about our evangelization in the village, and he invited him.
So I came to see them. And my wife also went to meet them.
His wife was one of the first people to give her life to Jesus.
What really touched me was that they gave me a Bible. Each time I read the Bible, I discovered that this is where the true path is. And it was there that I found real life.
Donc j'ai trouvé que vraiment c'est là la vie.
He listened and heard me preach and share the truth, and I prayed with him. After that, whenever we made an appointment with him, he would never be there.
While Augustine did dedicate his life to Christ, he wasn't yet ready to take the next step toward baptism. Fidel and Andre continued to encourage him and invited him to a series of Bible studies.
During the training sessions, Augustine understood the lessons and comprehended that the Adventist Church stood for the truth. After that, Augustine was convinced to serve the Lord.
I understand that in the Bible, Jesus speaks to many people, and it is through His Word that He speaks. This is what Jesus means to me. He is the pathway to life. I found happiness and life, and that is why I am with this church now.
Maintenant, je suis avec cette église-là.